This potentially may be uncomfortable topic for some, but I believe it's an important one to mention. It is important how we move through life, not just for a week or for a month or even a year, but consistently, all the time. Not just when things are easy and we are feeling good, but when triggers come up. That will be the true test. How we respond to those triggers, anger, jealousy, will show our character and who we are behind closed doors. For example, someone may speak of love, God, sweetness of life, but when they're triggered and not in control of a situation or what someone does or doesn't do, and as crazy as that sounds, when they are not in control of another person, when someone else's happiness or how they process things triggers them, where does the sweetness they spoke of go? We can always choose to process our triggers, our anger, or whatever the emotion is, responsibly, without trying to harm another, just because that's what we feel like in the moment. We are not an 8-year-old that didn't get her way in an adult's body. That's why we do inner child work. We are an adult who has a responsibility, not just physically, but energetically. Each of us has a choice how to not just act and speak and make sure those are aligned, but also what thoughts to think, loving or hateful, the ones that create or the ones that are aimed to destroy. The thoughts seemingly in the privacy of our mind. Why seemingly? Because anyone who attacks another in their own thoughts, that is the energy that they are sending to that person. And that person will feel it and will know it. We are always protected. And when the energy is not off the light, let's just say, it will be revealed to us. Most people wouldn't do certain things because physically, because they wouldn't want those things to be seen. But they do those things energetically, which is as real as physically, carrying really the same effect and same consequence, just in a different form. So anything we do energetically can be just as easily seen as any physical act. So what we do energetically is just as real as what we do physically. When we learn to connect to our intuition and we practice to really trust it, anything that is energetically aimed towards us in any way, shape, or form will be shown to us. If we listen, we will recognize what that energy is, where it's coming from, and what those thoughts and intentions directed at us are. So with that, 2 things. First, as always, taking responsibility for our own behavior and choices, actions, words, and thoughts, intentions, and energy. And number 2, which is a really important one, is responsibility for our response. How we respond to that quote-unquote unclean energy sent to us. An important reminder is to stay in your energy and in the frequency of love. Because remember, what others do is always on them. However, what we do and how we respond is always on us. So just because someone does something, we do not have to match that energy. we get to choose to stay in the frequency of love, authenticity, and purity, no matter what someone does or says, even if what someone does or says is directed towards us. So with that, we are fully and completely responsible, not just for our actions and words, but also for our thoughts, our intentions, and our energy. And we can always choose wisely. So I'm curious how this has landed for you, what thoughts this has brought. Feel free to share with me in the comments below or message me privately. And I hope this was helpful for someone today. Thank you.